Hi, I'm Trish Ranoni.
I'm Rebecca Heron.
And we are getting really drunk.
And reading scripts.
Just for you. This is
Drunk Read-Through.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome back to Drunk Read-Throughs. This is episode 3.
Yay, we made it.
Yay.
It's taken a while, but we're here.
Yes, and we are drinking.
What are we having today?
We are having some cava, which is this delicious, bubbly Spanish version of champagne, Prosecco, that kind of thing.
Oops, I should have cheersed. Yeah, whatever. We've cheersed before.
Yeah, we cheers now.
It's delicious. It says brut on it. What does that mean?
I guess that's a type of style.
Bubbly deliciousness.
Yes.
Perfect for 2:41 in the afternoon.
Because, any time is a great time to start drinking. And also it's a holiday, so we're not working anyways. Well, this is work, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is work. No, this is fun work. We
fun.
take that back.
Well, fun work.
And we don't get paid for it.
No.
Yet.
Yes.
So it's...
Looking for sponsors. Okay, bye.
And that's it.
So today we're reading a short film called For Ayla. And it was written by our friend Mark Brombacher, who's from Sault Ste. Marie. And as usual, we will be trading off on characters and the narration.
Mark's a really funny guy, and I don't even know what genre this is, but I assume there's going to be some humor. So we will find out. We will all find out together.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
And we're on a very scratchy, squeaky bench. So enjoy. We're also incorporating ASMR as usual. AKA, we do not have a soundproof studio.
Not yet.
All right. Why does it say that I'm recording at a cell phone repair shop?
I don't know.
It usually says that I'm recording at whatever address I'm at.
Oh,
and it's coming up as cell phone repair shop.
Maybe someone used to have a cell phone repair shop here.
I guess they did.
By the way, we're recording in my new house.
Yay. Which used to be a cell phone repair shop. It no longer is. Do not come here for cell phone repairs.
I will only know how to break them. Anyways, so we start?
Sure.
Okay, interior office boardroom day. Foreground, a man's hand is resting on a stack of paper. A pen sits frigidly between the fingers. Behind it, a man at a whiteboard talking. Some Venn diagram on the whiteboard, and the title, Avery UI Enhancements. Enhancements? Reese is dressed professionally and is presenting to the clients a man and a woman sitting at a boardroom table.
The bubbly will get you quickly. That's not the line. Reese. In fact, by applying responsive templates to all CRFs. This is a hard role. AMCG will not only benefit from increased search engine visibility, but as we've demonstrated, your conversions will increase by 8%, and those are conservative estimates.
Close up on Scott, a 37-year-old man, his mind off somewhere else, suddenly becomes aware that he has drifted off and turns his focus to his important pitch. Woman. 8%. If you can really increase your conversions by 8%, the results would be...
staggering. Given your existing traffic, you'd be seeing...
Scott. And not to mention the responsive design is proven to increase your visibility on search engines. So not only is your conversion rate generating more revenue, but the inbound traffic... Woman. Yeah, we went over that a minute ago.
Yeah, Scott, we just spent a few minutes talking about the increased search visibility. As the client knows, that point is well established. We're talking about the conversion rate.
Interior office cubicle day. Scott keys away at some C# code in Microsoft Visual Studio. Reese approaches from behind him.
Listen, dude, if you don't have anything useful to add, shut the fuck up, all right? This client is looking at pitches from 3 other vendors, and we can't afford to look amateur.
Hey, yeah, I was just trying to reiterate that their revenue would compound because, like...
It's not just that comment, Scott. You looked like you were fucking off in... It's not just that comment, Scott. You looked like you were fucking off in La La Land for half the meeting. It's embarrassing. If you want to be in sales meetings, you need to be on the ball.
I do. I wanna be in sales, Reese. It was my bad. It won't happen again. Exterior schoolyard day. Ayla is a thoughtful, good-hearted girl of 11. She's sitting alone with a book on her lap, staring at a tree. She's alone with her thoughts. She thinks of something funny and starts to smile to herself. Kat and her pose of mean girls. Kat and her posse of mean girls show up.
I just picture all the mean girls posing.
I know.
But they probably would be these days because everyone's on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, they'd be
so
like
they would
totally
be posing, doing
selfieing
selfies.
Yeah.
The posing posse. Oh my God, you are such a bleep. What are you laughing at?
She thinks that tree is Snapchatting her.
Is that it, Ayla? Is that tree your boyfriend now? Have you given up on humans? Is the big fat tree more your own size?
The mean girls laugh and squeal and taunt. Ayla. Fuck off, Kat, you stupid bitch.
Just so y'all are aware, this is full of swears. Warning. What did you say? Oh my God. What a potty mouth. Does Mrs. Simmons know you use that language?
Just leave me alone.
What? So you can be with your boyfriend, the tree? Well, guess what? I talked to that tree, and he's not into fat idiots either.
Oh, wow. Nice one, Kat.
See you tomorrow, Chunky. Cut back on the Twix bars for lunch, maybe.
Ayla is left in tears, broken, clutching her book. She looks at the tree, agonized.
I'm telling Miss Simmons that you called me an effing B. You're so suspended.
Exterior Scott's car day. Scott is driving home. He's listening to Tom Petty's You Don't Know How It Feels.
Good song.
Yeah, good song.
I like Tom Petty.
He's nodding along to the words, deeply affected but burying his emotions. The car pulls into the driveway next to a much nicer car. The front door opens. A handsome guy with a great haircut answers. This is Carrie, and he's engaged to Scott's ex-wife.
Hey, Scott, what's happening?
Yeah, you know.
I sure do. Ayla, honey, your dad's here.
Ayla and her mom, Eve, arrive at the door. Ayla gives Carrie a big hug. Bye, Carrie. See you Monday.
See you soon, Boogaloo.
Boogaloo. That's cute.
That is really cute.
Ayla looks up at Scott and gives him a big smile and an even bigger hug. Hi, Daddy.
Scott, Ayla has swimming class again Saturday.
No.
She's been making a big deal about not wanting to go, but don't let her talk you out of it. She begged us to sign her up last month. She has to go, okay?
No, Mom.
Okay, Scott?
All right. See you later, Eva. Interior Scott's apartment day. Ayla is helping put away groceries in Scott's kitchen. She has ice cream and is having trouble reaching the freezer at the top of the fridge. Scott's apartment is shabby, but clean.
Dad, I can't reach the freezer. Carrie has the kind of freezer that goes down the side. I can't reach this one.
Sweetie, someday I promise I'll have that kind of freezer that goes down the side. But for now, I guess Carrie's fridge is more awesome.
Can we just interrupt? Now they have freezers at the bottom of fridges. And I have a friend whose daughter is like 3, and she actually goes and steals ice cream.
That is amazing.
And she'll run away and eat it in a corner, and they're like, "What are you eating?" And she's like, "An apple." And I'm like, "How does she get the ice cream?" And they're like, "'Cause our freezer's at the bottom of the fridge." So I don't know who came up with that, but
note to fridge companies, maybe not put the freezer at the bottom anymore. I'm just saying.
I wish when I was a kid I just climbed on top of the fridge.
I mean, me too, but
yeah. Just climbed to get what I wanted.
I guess it's less dangerous if your freezer's on the bottom now.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways. Where were we?
No way. I loved staying at your place, Daddy. It's like camping.
Well, that's sad, actually, and depressing. This hits Scott hard, and his smile lights up the room. They laugh.
What does he make her? Burnt marshmallows for breakfast?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Interior Ayla's room night. Scott is telling a story to Ayla, who is in her pajamas, sitting in her bed. The story is coming from Scott's imagination. He is fully engaged. This is the most important work of his entire day, and it shows. And the pirate turns to the Princess Ayla and says, "Oh, well, now that I've got that amethyst, nothing can stop me. Not you, not any of the knights in your kingdom."
Arr! You need a good arr for a pirate.
Sure.
Rewind.
It's not even.
Let's hear an arr.
There's not even that written there.
Fine.
I was reading the script.
What does she do?
Well, let me tell you, Ayla.
Arr.
Stands straight up, looks him square in the eye, and says, "Look here, Captain Scruffy Beard."
I do not like the sound of that.
Okay, you say it then.
Haha, okay. Look here, Captain Scruffy Beard.
Much better. Look here, Captain. That jewel has a secret that you don't know. Its magic will only work with those pure of heart. And you're nothing but a big, mean bully, and the magic of goodness will never, ever work on you.
Ayla looks very troubled, suddenly sad. This story is stupid.
Honey?
In the real world, when the mean people... Ooh, I like this line. In the real world, the mean people always win. They are always laughing, always happy, and they always win. And I don't want to hear stupid stories anymore.
That is a good line. That is also very true.
It's so true.
We were just talking
We
about this.
just talked about this today.
Honey, tell me what's going on. Is somebody being mean?
You won't care. Nobody listens. You won't listen either.
I promise you, sweetie. I'll listen. Tell me, please. Interior.
It feels really weird doing a little child's voice while drinking bubbly. I feel like I'm being very conflicted between the character and between the reality.
Yeah, I know, right? But also, it's our job. Hey!
And this is called Drunk Read-Thrus, so we have to drink.
Yeah. Interior Eva's house day. Scott and Eva are talking in the kitchen. Carrie is with Ayla in the living room.
And this has been going on for months. She talked to her teacher, and they're really doing nothing about it. Now it's getting worse.
Well, yeah, I told her snitching will only make it worse.
Snitching? You knew? And those girls, and whose side are on these girls? Whose side are you on? Oh, back it up. Snitching? You knew? And whose side are you on? These girls are psychotic. You know what, Mark?
You need a comma there.
There was no comma.
Whose side are you on, comma?
These girls are psychotic. Now I got it.
Script editors. Okay, Scott, like always, you're being dramatic. Bullying is part of being a kid. We all go through it. It's just something we have to get through ourselves.
And most of these scripts were written years ago that people are sending in because it's scripts you're not making. That didn't make it to screen.
Yeah, I think this one was written in 2016.
Ooh,
yeah,
vintage. The days when we didn't wear masks or worry about a pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how you got through it.
What?
Come on, Eva. I remember what you were like in high school. I was there.
What are you saying?
That you were a big loser.
Oh, thanks.
With a capital L. That's not in the script. Are you that oblivious? I mean, it's not exactly like you could truly
empathize?
This is the booze. It's not like you could truly empathize with what it's like to get bullied. In fact, I seem to remember you spending most of the time on the other end of it. Oh, she was a bully.
Oh, that's so sweet, Scott. Always the white knight. Well, the sad thing is that the world is not kind to the weak. Maybe I'd like for Ayla to learn the lesson and stand up for herself instead of having her daddy running to her.
You are fucking unbelievable.
What the hell is going on in here, Scott?
Just a bit of a disagreement on raising our daughter, Carrie, but it's over. Looks like laissez-faire wins again.
Also, I think there probably needs to be a comma there, but anyways. All right.
We are officially the comma police.
This episode of Comma Police, brought to you by Drunk Read-Thrus, brought to you by Comma.
Comma Police.
All right, well, we're all set here, Scott, unless you've got more you want to say.
No, I'm good. Take care of yourselves.
Just stay out of this, Scott.
Bye, Daddy.
Exterior suburban home day. Scott arrives at the door and rings the bell. Shitty tween girl music reverberates from the upstairs window.
He does not write with this many swears anymore.
Nope. Barbara, an attractive 30-something woman, answers the door.
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Scott McGilvery. My daughter Ayla goes to the school with your daughter, Kat. Barbara is stone-faced. The reason I'm here is that my daughter has been through some very, very traumatic bullying over the last few months. I've spoken to the school and to the board over the last few days, and their hands are basically tied. What I'm trying to do now is to appeal directly to you, Kat's mother. I want to appeal to you as a parent and ask that you could influence Kat to...
Wait, what does my daughter? I mean, I'm sorry to hear about your daughter's trouble, but what does that have to do with my daughter?
Well, frankly, your daughter is the primary offender, Miss Abbott.
And this is coming from your daughter, I take it.
Yeah, she talked to me at great length, and at one point, she actually said that maybe things would be better if she just wasn't here anymore. I mean, she didn't say she wanted to hurt herself, but she did just... I mean, she's just a tender-hearted, funny girl. She's so sensitive and imaginative. It just kills me to see her going through something like that.
I see.
And I'm not just saying Kat is being mean, just that maybe she doesn't understand some of the long-term ramifications of...
Long-term ramifications.
Well, she's just going through so much anguish.
Oh, come on. It's just words. Little girls can be so dramatic, believe me. I know.
I understand your point, and maybe I agree a little bit. But if your daughter could just...
And you just said she had a great imagination. How am I supposed to know she's not making this up? Ooh, Barbara's a lawyer.
Miss Abbott.
Frankly, I'm a little bit annoyed by the helicopter parents who come running every time their baby skins their knee, always blaming somebody.
This isn't a skin knee, Miss Abbott.
No, it's just words. And as far as I'm concerned, alleged words.
Well, she is a lawyer.
Yeah. There's no proof.
Miss Abbott, I'm going to be very clear. I want you to hear this.
Mom, who is that? It's nobody, honey. They're just leaving.
Scott grabs the door, preventing it from closing. I need to see a change in behavior, Miss Abbott. I promise you, I'm not going to let this go.
Mom, should I call Dad? No, honey. This man is just leaving.
I'm dead serious, Miss Abbott. I'm not just gonna let this go, if that's what you think.
Are you threatening me?
My daughter is threatened, Miss Abbott. Her well-being, her future. My girl is under attack. I promise I will not stand by and let that girl be attacked. Do you understand me?
Get off my property, Mr. McGilvery, or I'm calling the police. Now, Mr. McGilvery.
I mean what I said, Miss Abbott. Barbara closes the door. Scott stands on the doorstep. An older man is hosing his front lawn next door and appraises Scott. Scott leaves. Man alive.
Wow, the drama.
I mean, honestly, though, if my dad went to my bully's house and said those things, I would be so terrified to go to school the next day.
Mortified?
Yeah, because my bully
You know you're going to get it that much worse.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, this is a good topic because so many kids, every kid will
go through bullying.
Yeah. And
even as an adult, sometimes you get bullied.
Oh, yes, you do, big time.
Yeah.
So it's something that never goes away. It's something everyone deals with, and it does take a huge toll on your confidence level, your mental health. So I think it's a great topic, but it's very, like, what do you do in that situation? I know my mom was she would shy away and do the opposite of Scott, where she'd be like, if I say anything, it's going to make it worse. And then I'd be like, Mom, the house got broken into. How much worse can it get? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would be the parent that would go to the door and, like, yell at the parent.
I just avoided the situation, so I ate lunch with the secretary in the principal's office.
Oh, that's so sad. The school cafeteria was, like, the scariest place on earth.
Yeah.
Because you walk in there and you know everybody's looking. In grade 9, this guy, Tyler, he was, like, the biggest guy in the school. He started a food fight. So I walk in and I'm wearing my whitish khaki pants from the Gap. They were super cool. And he chucks, and I'm already, like, super self-conscious because I was super shy and I'm, like, trying to be cool, not trying to stand out as a weirdo and always trying to blend in. So I walk into the cafeteria. There's, like, 1,200 people at the school. He chucks a banana. It spirals towards a Pepsi. I arrive at my table, and the Pepsi just flies all over my crotch.
Oh, shit.
So I look like I peed myself. All 1,200 people in there turn and look at me. I'm super embarrassed. I had to stay at school the rest of the day in my pee pants, which was Pepsi.
Pepsi pants.
But then, of course, he's the one that threw it, and he's probably the one that started the rumor that I had peed my pants.
Oh, man.
Exactly what you need the first year of high school.
Yep.
Anyways, high school was tough.
Yeah. Actually, not for me, though. That was elementary school. But, yeah.
Yeah. People are jerks.
But you go through it in stages, I think.
And I mean, normally, like, if I had more confidence, I wouldn't be embarrassed by that. If it were me now, I feel like I'd laugh and I'd be like, you got me. Good one. I can't believe that happened. Like, how did you hit that Pepsi? That's amazing.
I also totally would have skipped class to go home and change.
Yeah, I would have been like, Mom, I'm coming home. I'm changing my pants. I'm not sitting here in wet Pepsi pants all day. People were probably like, she's so weird. Why is she sitting in Pepsi pants? They probably did not think I peed. They saw it happen. Anyways, or I would just have like an extra pair of leggings in my bag these days. I'd have like extra clothes on me, or I would just demand that I go home and I'd laugh it off. But at the time I was like, I'm done. This is so mortifying.
My life is over.
My life is over. This is the most embarrassing moment in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, tangent over. Back to script.
Back to script.
Okay, interior office cubicle day. Scott is coding in Visual Studio. There is a picture of Ayla below the monitor screen. Scott stops coding. Reese approaches from behind with a bee in his bonnet.
Scott, you emailed the client about the new UI this morning?
Yeah, I wanted their feedback on a few things.
You CC'd Epico, and you attached some screens.
Yeah, Chris at Epico is doing the front-end dev.
Fuck, man. The client doesn't know we outsourced the front end. We pitched ourselves as a one-stop shop.
Uh-oh. Well, they don't know that Chris is...
Are you fucking kidding? They know Epico is another shop, you moron. They actually bid against us on this exact project.
Reese, I can't. I'm sorry.
What am I supposed to do with you, dude? You can't send a simple email without fucking syncing us. The client is threatening to walk.
Reese, shit. I mean, the app is in great shape. I stayed up till 3 a.m. last night. Getting the rest of calls done and all of the tests. I mean, it's all working.
Who cares? Of course it works. Any hack can make something like that work. But we can't run a shop with someone who can't talk to clients without fucking everything.
Scott loses his shit and throws his laptop across the room. Holy shit, it went from 0 to 100. He roars like a fucking Sasquatch.
What the hell is the matter with you?
He stands nose to nose with Reese. He towers over him, an awakened giant. I am not a fucking loser. I quit.
I never said loser. What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Scott turns around and makes a beeline for Reese. Reese chickens out and runs away. Scott turns heads for the elevator and presses the down button and waits. An exterior suburban house, day, next morning. Newspaper lies on the doormat. Door opens and 2 stiletto heels shuffle out the door. Barbara bends to pick up the paper and tosses it inside before closing the door. She makes her way to her car. It's a red Dodge Dart, kind of sporty, but her next one will definitely be a Lexus. All 4 tires are slashed. Barbara just shakes her head. Oh my God, Scott. Scott is on a rampage.
Yeah, Scott. You show that bully mom who's boss.
Exterior schoolyard day. Ayla walking down a quiet sidewalk, clutching school books to her chest. She spots Kat alone and walks faster.
Get back here.
Ayla keeps her eyes forward, bites her lip, and keeps walking.
Get back here, you fat waste of space.
Ayla turns around and gets in Kat's face. What?
Tell your psycho dad to stay away from my family, you stupid idiot.
Why don't you just leave me alone?
My mom says your dad is just a stupid welfare bum and he belongs in jail.
My dad is... Mean Girl 1 appears from behind and nudges Nyla, putting her off balance. Kat hits Ayla in the face and she hits the ground hard. Ayla is in anguish. Her books are face down in the dirt. What a biatch, Kat.
So mean.
So mean. Exterior Eva's house day. Over Scott's shoulder, Eva opens the door. She is expressionless.
What are you doing here?
It's Thursday. I was going to take Ayla to the movie.
Oh, well, that's not happening today, Scott.
What? Why? I told you about this last week. Ayla has been looking forward to it.
Ayla has a black eye, Scott. She is in no mood to leave the house.
What the hell?
Did you threaten Cat Abbott's mom?
Let me see Ayla. Is she okay?
What the hell is going on with you, Scott? Carrie heard from Steve Barnes that you lost your shit at the office yesterday and you got fired. They said you threw your laptop at Mike Reese. Now I'm hearing you threatened Barb Abbott and slashed her tires.
Is she okay?
No, she's not fucking okay. Do you really think you're helping your daughter?
Nobody else gives a fuck about what is going on in Ayla's life. She is under attack and you dismiss it. Her teachers dismiss it. This is Ayla's life, and she is telling me that she no longer wants to live. Well, forgive me, but I'm not going to just stand here and let my girl be.
Yeah, well, nobody laid a hand on her until today, Scott.
Eva, just let me see her.
You need help, Scott. Please get help.
Eva closes the door on Scott. Exterior Scott's car day. Scott is parked on the residential street with the window down. He is fidgeting with a pack of cigarettes. He reaches out for one, but the pack is empty. He throws the pack out the window. With a clenched fist, he hammers the steering wheel. A uniformed cop walks into frame, obscuring Scott from view.
Scott?
Scott looks up from the wheel and sees friendly face of a girl he knew in high school, now in a cop uniform. Sue, it's been a while. She holds up the empty pack of cigarettes.
Looks like you're out. Still smoking Camels. I used to always bum these off of you in high school.
Yeah, near the bike racks.
You got me hooked. I still smoke these today thanks to you.
She hands her pack of Camels to Scott. Scott takes one and lights it. Hands the pack back. Takes a long, glorious drag and exhales.
Word on the street is you're losing your shit.
The street. You're actually gonna listen to those assholes. They laugh and take a drag. Exterior suburban house. Day. Scott calm and measured. He knocks assertively on the door. A larger man answers. Big shoulders. Nice haircut.
Oh shit. Scott McGilvery. Just the man I want to talk to. You're here to buy some tires? You're here to buy me some tires?
Listen, let's just cut the shit. You have as much evidence about who slashed your tires as I have evidence of who assaulted my daughter. My daughter has a black eye, Mr. Abbott, and we all know that your daughter is responsible.
I have no clue who is hitting your daughter, Scott. For all I know, it's you. Now get off my property.
Look, this is the road you don't want to go down. All you have to do is talk to your daughter about leaving Ayla alone, and you will never hear from me again.
My daughter didn't do a damn thing. Barb! Call the cops!
I'm not going anywhere. Whatever happens next, that's on your hands, Mr. Abbott. I've got nothing to lose. Darren's face goes blank, and he tackles Scott onto the lawn.
You threatened my family, you son of a bitch!
Darren begins pummeling Scott's face. Kat and Barbara run out onto the lawn in a panic. Susan runs down the street. Her cruiser is parked a few houses down. She draws her gun.
Freeze! Get off of him! Now!
Darren continues to pummel him. Scott reaches into his jacket pocket with his right hand.
Freeze now!
Darren pauses suddenly with a confused, pained look. Pan down to see that Scott has stabbed him in the ribs. Holy shit, Scott! Scott's face is bruised. He's barely conscious.
Scott, no!
Darren falls onto the grass, wounded. Rooftop shot of family clamoring around Darren as Susan attends to Scott. Susan radios for help as we pull out. Oh shit, Scott, man. What the fudge? Police station day. Susan is tending to Scott, who is in custody.
Well, I can vouch for a case of self-defense, Scott, but you're going to have a hard time explaining why you were carrying a knife.
For slashing tires, clearly. Susan can't help but smile a little.
You weren't a bad... Why weren't you a bad... Why weren't you... It's getting really hard to talk. Oh my gosh, this is like 2 sips of alcohol. Why
Actually, it's more like 2 glasses.
Oh, because it's a big glass?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, because we're trying to be drunk. For our drunk read-throughs, we have to live up to our name.
Well, clearly we are, since...
Why weren't you a badass like this in high school?
How's Mr. Abbott doing? Any word?
He's in the hospital, asshole. You stabbed him. Come here.
Susan applies some ice to Scott's temple. He looks at her affectionately.
Oh, the girls always like the bad boys. Of course she
Why?
likes them now.
I'm not sure how this works, but do I still get a phone call?
What's that noise?
That was us.
Oh, that was the camera. I think it did something.
Oh, did it stop recording?
I think so.
Oh, maybe don't press the button. We're back in business.
Back in business.
Okay.
Okay.
Exterior schoolyard day. Ayla approaches the playground carrying her books close to her chest. Instead of head down, she is holding her head high, ready for what awaits her. Kat and the mean girls are straight ahead with some distance away and some other kids begging to gather, expecting a confrontation.
Scott, voiceover. What I did was wrong, Ayla, and you, of all people, need to know that. But sometimes when everything in this world is wrong, good people are left with the feeling that doing wrong is all they have left to do. I'm not making excuses for what I've done, and now I need to pay for that.
Kat stands directly in Ayla's path and faces her from 30 feet away. Ayla keeps walking towards her.
More Scott voiceover. But things in this world can also be good. Very, very good. Never forget that. But when things are bad, and sometimes they will be, I want you to know there is someone who loves you so much he would do absolutely anything for you, even if it's very, very wrong.
Kat and Ayla are face to face. Kat is almost in tears.
Thanks to your psycho dad, my dad is in the hospital, you fat little...
Ayla headbutts Kat and she hits the ground hard. Everyone is shocked.
Oh no, she's learning from her
The mean
dad.
girls get in Ayla's face, but she calmly stares them down and they back off. The other kids look shocked, but a few of them smile, especially a cute young man about Ayla's age. Ayla keeps walking to school as we pan out. The cute guy follows along, a few feet behind her. The end.
You know what I'm getting from this? Sue, the police officer, liked Scott when she saw him stab a guy, and then she's like talking to him and she seems all smiley and she likes him even more. And then Ayla attracts the cute guy who eyes her when she headbutts someone. People are attracted to
Bad
people.
Moral of the story: don't bully people and don't be bad people.
And don't be violent.
Yeah, what the heck? I did not see that coming.
You will attract somebody, but maybe not the right person.
But also, I did not see that coming with Scott stabbing that dad. Holy crap.
I didn't see that coming either. That just
Good job, Mark. That came out of nowhere, Mark.
I do like that Ayla became
more assertive.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Even if it came in the form of headbutting.
Yeah.
Which is not the best thing to do because then you hurt yourself.
I know. I was like, that's...
Why would you want to hit your own head off of somebody else's head?
And then also, that hurts your brain cells. So maybe not do that.
Maybe next time, throw a punch.
Or maybe not.
But look up the proper fist.
Or maybe not throw punches.
I'm kidding. Don't throw punches.
Don't bully.
Don't throw mean words. Yeah. Just draft a passive-aggressive email. And then don't send it, and you'll feel great.
Okay, yeah, that's true. How about you?
You would always write an email and just not send it. That's a good way. And then just deal with the authorities. Let the authorities deal with it.
Or you could also, take some, anger management courses. Or taking some, I don't know, sports or something.
Maybe sports. Sports are good.
Because you
people are happy when they work out. It increases endorphins. And then you can beat people up on the field, but call it sports.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I never took sports, so hey-o!
I was a dancer, so I didn't beat anybody up.
No, your teacher just abused you instead.
She did, yeah. She taped my ponytail down to my back because she said I looked down when I danced. And that shit would have never flown. And if I were my mother, my mom didn't do anything because she's very passive. But if that were my child and you did that to my child...
Also, times have changed, I think, too. Because
I might knock you out.
2020 versus, 1980s, 90s,
Okay, it wasn't 80s. I'm not that old.
90s.
It was 1996.
Okay, that's still old. That's only when my brother was born.
Whatevs. Your brother is so young.
He is young.
But yeah, that shouldn't have flown in 1996. It definitely wouldn't fly today. If I have children and anybody bullies those future children, I feel like I will get involved.
Also, I'm very curious, Mark.
But I
were
won't
you
stab
bullied?
somebody.
I want to know, was Mark bullied as a kid? Is this why?
Yeah.
Is this him getting his bullying aggressions out? I don't know.
I feel like everyone was bullied at one phase. I feel like there's definitely phases where you're like the cool kid, and then the bullied kid, and then the cool kid, and then the bullied kid, and then the cool kid who's also being bullied. Everyone goes through waves. I think people are just mean, so you're always going to end up with bullies, especially if, like, sometimes the more good things that are going on in your life, the more people will bully you because they're jealous.
Yeah.
Jealousy.
It's true.
Jealousy.
Have you guys been bullied? This is a question.
Maybe write to us.
Yeah. Send us a message on social media.
Yeah. Where are the messages, people?
Yeah.
No one's sending us messages.
We only know that one person has watched so far. And that's only because Neil has commented about my laugh.
Oh, yes, he did.
That's it.
Yeah, so Neil, thanks for listening.
Yeah, Neil. Shout out to you for listening.
Shout out to Neil. Send us some scripts because Neil is a filmmaker himself. Neil. So send us your scripts and we will read them on future episodes. So this is Drunk Read-Throughs. We want to thank you for listening. If you haven't
figured that out already.
I'd be pretty sad if they hadn't figured that out.
I mean, come on.
To state the obvious, this is Drunk Read-Throughs. Send us your scripts. Send us messages. We're on Instagram at 180 Sisterhood.
Yeah, that's where you find us.
Did we ever even say our names on this?
I don't know. Trish, did we?
I don't know. Rebecca, there we go. We've said our names. So Trish and Rebecca, we both have access to the at 180 Sisterhood Instagram. Message us there. Connect with us. Send us scripts. 180sisterhood@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great. Episode 3.
And send us free booze and we'll give you shout outs.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If you want to send us booze, definitely message us.
Definitely. Especially if you're in Northern Ontario.
Yeah. Yeah, if you own a winery or brewery in Northern Ontario, definitely message us.
Even better, then we can
shout out about you.
Shout out. But really anywhere, as long as you'll ship it up to Northern Ontario.
Yeah. Or even, lovely gift cards work too. Yeah.
T-shirts, swag.
Oh yeah, that stuff too. Yeah, I will definitely wear some stuff if I had some.
We're also recording this so we can put clips in your things, your T-shirts on the internet.
Yeah. I feel like we need to stop talking now.
We need to stop.
Okay, bye guys.
You're listening to Drunk Read-Throughs.
Drunk Read-Throughs.
Drunk Read-Throughs.
Okay, bye.